Hey everybody, my name is Jackie Calorie, and I'm here today to tell you kind of my story of how I got started on my health and wellness journey. So I'll go over where I was before I started my journey, what I did to kind of get back to the real me, and how I am now. So where I was I had just had a baby. I had a beautiful daughter named Cicely. She's 2.5 now. um, and I had gained about 27 pounds during my pregnancy, which is within the healthy range, but it was, you know, I was a lot heavier than I had ever been in my life. And right after she was born, I did lose some weight. But then with breastfeeding, I was just eating so much. And I swear I ate so much more when I was breastfeeding than when I was actually pregnant with her. And when her demand started to go down, I never really changed my diet. I just kind of kept eating like all this awesome food because I was just like, oh, I got to make the milk. I got to make the milk. But I never changed my habits after her demand went down or when she actually weaned herself. And it was around the same time that my family and I had just moved across country. We moved from Washington State, which was my home my entire life. We moved all the way to Kentucky, which was my husband's home state, and we decided to raise our family there. And the move took a much larger toll on me than I expected it to. I was starting a new job. I left all my family and friends, and I was adjusting to also just a new life with a baby. Um, and so all of this just kind of created this perfect storm of depression. I was super depressed. I was not adjusting to my new job well. I missed my old coworkers. I missed my family and friends. I missed my family that I left back in Washington State. And I dealt with all of this by stress eating. And I had moved to the South, so I was eating all of this rich Southern food that people would bring to potlucks. My office space was just inundated with salty snacks, cookies, donuts, all that kind of stuff. And I just would stuff my face with whatever I could get my hands on because I just wanted to feel better. And I just didn't really know how to break that cycle. And I didn't have, the time or really know how to get that self-care back in this new life with having a baby. It was like, well, I just feel so guilty trying to get away, from her for going to the gym or going to the yoga studio or even spending the money on, those kinds of things. And this made me get to my heaviest weight I ever had weighed in my entire life. Not only was I overweight, but I was super depressed. Like I said, I was super emotional. I would seriously cry at the drop of a hat. I would come home from work and I would cry, or I would like go into the bathroom at work sometimes and cry just because I felt so awful in my body and just couldn't find my place in my new home. And I craved super, sweet and salty junk food. I had a serious sweet tooth. And like I said, I was eating all this junk and it just left me feeling super bloated. I didn't feel comfortable in my own skin. It also left me feeling really super sluggish. I craved, all these salty and sweet things. I wasn't eating the right food, so I just didn't have any energy to play with my daughter or even be intimate with my husband. I didn't want to go out and make new friends in my new city. And I just didn't recognize myself in photos that people would take of me. And it makes me really sad to say that I totally avoided the camera and I don't have any photos of me and Cicely together during our first summer in Kentucky because I refused to let people take pictures of myself or take pictures of me just because I felt so heavy and gross and not me. And I just felt like I had lost who I was. And when I thought about that, and I looked at this beautiful baby that I had in my arms, how was I supposed to raise a happy and strong daughter if I didn't even feel happy and strong myself? And was this really what motherhood was supposed to be like? Was I just supposed to be okay with having the fat mom bod, and not having any time for myself? And it just made me really down, and I yearned to be the best wife and mother for my family, and I yearned to have the energy and vibrance to create lasting memories with them. But I just didn't know where to start to get back to the real me. I knew that I was still in there, but I just didn't know how to bring that person out. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to fit it into my new schedule, into my new life. And I really needed to be supported and held accountable to actually doing something about this predicament that I was in, because there was no way I was going to live like this for the rest of my life. Well, it turns out that the universe had my back, because around that time where I was starting to think, I gotta start doing something, I gotta get my stuff together, I came across a friend's post on Facebook about her amazing results from an online accountability fitness group that she had just completed. And seeing that post was like a wake-up call to me. And I was like, you know what? The only person who's going to save me is myself. So I've got to get my stuff together. I've got to do something. And I said, what the hell? I'm going to check out this group that she's talking about. And when I learned what the group was all about, I loved the idea of short, effective workouts that I could do at home whenever I could fit it into my schedule. They didn't take away time from my family, because I didn't need to go to the gym. All I had to do was press play on my TV or my computer, which was amazing. And the workouts were only 25 to 30 minutes, which I was like, yeah, I can do that at least at some point during the day, every day. I was also really happy to learn that the nutrition and meal plan was super convenient, and I could easily fit it into my life. And it was supported by a daily superfood shake that all I had to do was drink that every day, and I would have all of my nutrition in one glass. And for me, that was key, because I wasn't getting proper nutrition with all the other crap that I was eating. And having something super fast and convenient just really spoke to me, because there was no way I was going to be able to do like a ton of meal prepping. I mean, there is some meal prepping involved, but I found out that I didn't have to really restrict a lot of what I was eating. It was just learning about the right foods that I was supposed to eat and the right portions. And when I saw the meal plan, I was like, wow, this is more of like a celebration of what whole foods can do to nourish your body, which was right up my alley, because I love to eat and I don't want to restrict myself from, eating my favorite foods. So I learned that I could still have my favorite foods. It was just all about learning how to eat them in proper portions. And I also love the focus on positive mindset that I needed to learn to get my mind right about making real change in my daily habits, because I felt like I was always in the start-stop cycle of like starting a program and then not being perfect at it one day. And so it would just like blow my plans out of the water. And I learned that it's not about perfect. It's not about, being the absolute best. It's just about being better every day, and just being better than you were yesterday. And it really helped me get over that mindset of, oh, I can't do this, it's too hard. No, it's definitely possible. And all I had to do is believe in myself and let others believe in me. And that's where that support and accountability came in to stick to these new habits. When you're learning something new, for me, it's so important to have encouragement and empowerment from other people who are going through the same thing or have gone through the same thing. And this support and accountability was coming from an awesome group of women that I truly respected, and from a coach who I knew truly cared about me getting back to the real me that I yearned for. And so I was fueled by this desire to be the best wife and mother for my family and to get back to the real me. I jumped into that group with both feet. And after that first week, I was absolutely blown away by how much more energized I felt. My cravings were absolutely gone. And I still pinch myself because I've been at this for a little over 18 months now, and my cravings are still gone. I felt lighter in my body, and my bloat was going away. And I had the energy and drive to play with my daughter, to spend quality time with my husband, to go out and make new friends and spend quality time with those new friends. My productivity at home and work was so much better. I just was, better off the clock housewife, when I was home from work. And I was a better coworker because I just had so much more vibrance and energy. And I started to feel strong again. I started to feel like me again. And after those first 21 days, I lost 9 pounds and 10 inches overall. And that was all by just completing simple habits that I committed to completing every day. And I knew that there was no way that I could ever go back to that old me again after I saw how simple it was to do something different and do something to really make me feel like me again. So after that first month, I even decided to take on coaching and start inspiring other women to start their journeys and teach them what had been working for me. Because I knew there were so many other women out there who have lost themselves either by having a baby and trying to figure out how that me time and me, fits into that, baby family equation. Maybe women who have been, swept up in their career for years or school for years and just like, gosh, who really am I, and when do I get that self-care in? And I just love to inspire women to just take charge, take action, and getting back to that real you so you can feel amazing and energized and vibrant and fierce. And ever since then, I have stayed consistent with this program, with these daily habits, and I'm happy to report that I've lost 36 pounds in total, and I've been able to keep that off. I've never gained that weight back and had to work it off again. It has come off and stayed off, and it has made me become an even better person than I was ever before. It has been absolutely life-changing, this program, and I wish the same for you. So whether you want to lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, 20 pounds, maybe you just want to cultivate a healthy lifestyle for yourself through healthy discipline and structure, my wish for you is that you take action on whatever you desire. Whatever you want to do, you can accomplish it. And getting support and accountability through this program that I'm offering to you is such a great start. I want to teach you the habits that have worked for me. I want to teach you how you can get that daily structure into your day, how you can get that me time into your day, and how you don't have to feel guilty about getting back to the real you. Because when you're the real you and when you feel amazing in your body and in yourself, you spread that positivity to the rest of your world, to your family, to your friends, to your work, to your community, and it just makes the world a better place. So I hope my story spoke to you in some way, and please use this time to explore this group, the sneak peek group, so you can learn all about my Fierce Women formula and decide it's right for you, and I hope to see you in the group. All right, have a great day. Bye.